Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Saturday. Welcome to the open book. This is your host, Lakeisha, and I hope everyone is having a fabulous Saturday morning. It looked like here it rained, I guess overnight, y'all. I didn't even know that it was raining, but it looks like the sun is going to come out. Whatever it did, I could tell that it irritated my sinuses. Okay, and my son, we both woke up just a sneezing. I'm like, oh my goodness! So forgive me this morning if I sound a little stopped up or something or sneezing. I'm gonna try not to do it mute. But I'm like, oh my gosh, my eyes are itching, nose itching. I'm like, but I gotta keep going. Okay. It usually clears up like around 9 o'clock sometimes, but it hasn't been like this in a minute. So I guess the rain and the temperature may have changed. I don't know what happened, but I hope everyone is having a great Saturday morning. Y'all make sure you hit that like button, okay, and share and let everyone know that we are live. Let's see who we have here so far. Good morning, Davina. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining today. Hi, Kay Brown. Good morning. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Good morning, Karen. Thank you for joining. Hi, Busy Bee. Thank y'all so much for joining. Y'all, let me go and tell my son to cut the TV down. I'll be right back. In the midst of going through various trials and tribulations, I sometimes wondered, was God really there? He was not only there, but He was weaving together my life, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and making it work for my good. He is the common thread. My book, The Common Thread, Testimonies to Increase Your Faith and Bring Encouragement, is now available on Amazon.com, the ebook and the paperback version. The link to quickly get to Amazon is posted in the chat. I hope that you will be encouraged by my book and that you too will receive encouragement, inspiration, and most of all, know that God is the common thread in your life. Be blessed. Yes, so if y'all would like to purchase my book, the QR code is on the screen and the link is in the description box underneath this video. So, y'all, before we get into our topics, because today I wanted to discuss two trending topics that are taking place right now. One is, I don't know if y'all remember when Angie Stone passed away, I did a live and I was discussing that, it was a lot of people, y'all, passing away. I mean, celebrities, people, in your personal lives that you may kind of know your sphere of influence. I know that we known a couple of friends that have passed away recently, church members. And so I was like, what is going on? But there is one actor named Gene Hackman, okay? He's played in a lot of movies. Him and his wife were found deceased with one of their dogs. And it was kind of like strange circumstances around that. And so remember, I told y'all that I would come back when I got more information. And so today, that's one of the topics. The causes of death have been revealed. Now, I'm still, good morning, Shelly. Welcome. Okay, thank you so much. I hope you're having a safe travel. Um, I'm still kind of like, I don't know. And so I'm going to see what y'all think when we get to that. Then another topic that I wanted to discuss is Dr. Umar Johnson, who is an activist that's known for a lot of the statements that he makes, baby. Some very controversial statements sometimes. Uh, but he has a daughter, y'all, and she has come out and sharing some information. But she said that one of her motives for really speaking out right now is so that she can find her other sister. He has allegedly another daughter, and she's trying to locate that sister. But in trying to locate that sister, she also put out that Dr. Umar Johnson is, in her words, like she's not trying to call him a deadbeat, but kind of calling him a deadbeat dad. Okay. Ooh, boy. So this is about to be a little drama. We'll see if it goes back under the rug or if it continues. But yeah, before we get into that, y'all, yesterday I had was talking to someone, it was a friend of mine, and so long story short, y'all, I had found out that someone lied on me. And I think one of the hardest things to really deal with me is I don't like to be lied to, and I don't like to be lied on. Shelley said, I do not like that man. Okay. Oh my goodness. And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, wait a second, because the lie, I was like, well, this is stuff that can be proven. Like if you're gonna lie on something that can't be proven. Like I could easily pull receipts or show stuff um, in that instance, and I just think to myself, y'all, you just never know behind the scenes sometimes the things that are being said about you, lies that have been told, unless someone actually speaks up and lets you know. And this person, because when things shifted in the dynamic of our relationship, I had a feeling that it was something. I couldn't pinpoint directly what, but I knew it was an outside force. And so, sometimes you just let people go and they'll find out for themselves when they're dealing with certain people. And I didn't have any hard feelings. And so eventually, this person got a chance to see what I had already experienced and known for myself. And so after that, the person shared with me some things that that person has stated. And so I was telling my husband about it yesterday. Y'all, I was like, ooh, like I wasn't, to be honest, it was almost laughable. Um, I was upset for being lied on, but I wasn't angry, because I had to come to the thought that, even Jesus, I know this may sound deep, but it's not. Even Jesus got talked about, lied on, things like that. And we can't react out, pop off in a moment of just emotional, just being upset. And so, lo and behold, I was like, I could handle it or I could let just God handle it. He said, vengeance is his, he will repay. And that's one thing my bishop always talked about, that, with gossip and things like that, lies and all of that, you can't chase it down. We can't chase down every person. Good morning, Melissa. Welcome. Bless Saturday. Melissa, you a day ahead of us. You can't chase down gossip. You can't chase down people lie on you. All you can do is live the life, and people will eventually see, that certain things are true or not. Hi, Catherine. Good morning. And so I was like, wow. It just shocked me, y'all. It really did shock me, especially when, hi, Tammy. Good morning. Especially when you've had a former relationship with someone and you try to end it amicably and just move on. I don't like a lot of drama and things of that sort. But if I sense that you're moving funny, or, the Holy Spirit is giving me some warning signs or something like that, I just kind of move on. And so, yeah, God will deal with those people. I'm definitely going to leave it in his hands. But that was just something that was like on my mind and thoughts for this morning, just being lied on. I just, hi, Cherry. Happy Saturday. Thank you for joining. Hey, boo. Good morning. Okay. Hey, I understand. Okay, especially with my voice, I feel like I'm whispering, but my daughter, she's still asleep. Oh, you still sleepy too? Y'all probably saying, Why open book up so early? Well, I'm up early because I'm gonna have a busy day today, and I said I wanted to talk about these topics. So let me go early. You know, some may catch the replay, but hey, some people rocking. They up on a Saturday morning, wide awake. Okay, drinking their coffee. I haven't even got my coffee. I was like, man, I gotta get the coffee started. But hey, it is what it is. So yes, if that's ever happened to you, you felt betrayed or that someone lied on you, talked about you, you know what? Don't even worry about it. Just leave it in God's hands. He said that He will repay, and people will come to the knowledge of the truth. They will actually see what is actually true or not. Um, and so, yeah, that was just a nugget for this morning. All right, so y'all, let's get into it. Now, we're going to start off with Gene Hackman. And I know y'all probably been hearing about his mysterious death alongside his wife, y'all. And it was because I don't think we've ever heard of like a husband and wife where and the dog all there together and had passed away, and then two of the other dogs were okay. Now it is being said, now this is the weird part, y'all. It's being said that Gene Hackman could have possibly passed away a full week after his wife, Betsy Arakawa, okay, who died and lived in the house as her body lay in the bathroom. Okay, this is according to New Mexico officials. So they concluded that Betsy probably died around February 11th, and the cause of her death was hantavirus, which is a serious and rare disease which can be fatal. I sounds like hantavirus. Like I've never heard of a hantavirus. So y'all, I was like, let me look up what is hantavirus because we just throwing stuff out here and y'all act like we know what it is. Now it says that hantavirus pulmonary syndrome is a rare infectious disease that begins with flu-like symptoms and progresses rapidly to more severe disease. It can lead to life-threatening lung and heart problems. The disease is also called hantavirus cardiopulmonary syndrome. Now, several strands of this virus can be carried by different types of rodents. The most common carrier in North America is the deer mouse. Have y'all ever heard about that? Hi, Jay, welcome. Y'all, I've never heard about that virus. And then also in my mind, I'm thinking, well, oh my goodness, if this is carried by deer mouse, well, was she in contact with the deer mouse? Did it bite her? Was it one in their home? So I was still a little like confused about that. Okay. Oh, so then it gets kind of worse, y'all. Now then they're saying Gene Hackman allegedly died around February the 18th, which was 7 days after his wife. So I said, well, wait a minute. So this man is walking around and his wife had already passed away a week ago and the body is still there. Now they're saying that he has had a history of cardiovascular disease. Now, in that last video I did, remember I said that they stated that Gene Hackman had a pacemaker. Okay, so that's one sign sometimes of heart failure, heart disease. And then also, which I didn't know this part, they said that he also had advanced Alzheimer's. So he had a history of heart attacks and high blood pressure. Now, although the medical investigators did not want to use the words heart attack, it seems like they were kind of going in that direction. Um, and so they can't really say, oh, it was a heart attack that caused it. So they did say heart disease was the cause of death, and Alzheimer's was a contributing factor. Okay. Now, let me make sure I'm not missing anyone. Hi, Beverly. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining on today. Now, then, y'all, it says the sheriff says it appears that Betsy's body, which is his wife, was in the house for a week while Gene lived in the same house until his death a week later. Now, Gene was in poor health at that, y'all, they said. I'm just wondering, did his, like, fellow actors, did he have any family? Like, I just can't see this man just this bad off in this condition and wasn't getting help. Like he didn't have an aid, like a health aid or something of that sort, you know. And the Alzheimer's may have kind of created this confusion, which could explain why he possibly didn't call authorities. Maybe it's possible he didn't know that his wife had died because of his Alzheimer's. Now, immediately, the officials had ruled out carbon monoxide poisoning and gas leaks. They had checked for that. Now, then, y'all remember we said there was a dog, okay? Well, for the dog, that particular dog had a procedure at a veterinarian clinic and was in a crate, y'all, when it was found dead. And then a necropsy report is pending. So that's kind of with the dog situation. I don't know if maybe the dog had some complications from the procedure or needed to get out of the crate, but they were not alive to let the dog out and the dog passed away. Like, y'all, this is so, it's still to me so, I don't even know the words, like unbelievable. I've never heard of anything happening quite like this in this order. And when you have two people, you know, and then a whole dog, like, wow. Jay said that was the weirdest, I know, the weirdest tragedy. I really thought it was carbon monoxide when I first heard it. I did too. I did too. It's hard to not hear from a child in a week, don't know their relationship with their children, but someone should have checked on them before they were found. And I say the same thing, Jay. Like, for, okay, if you think about it, that's what, probably almost 2 weeks. Um, because it's not even for sure of the dates. They can kind of guess, but that's like a week and a half. Like, that is so sad that no one, like, y'all, check on your people. If you have older parents, especially, and things of that sort, man, check on them. You have children, you know, just keep a check on each other. Like, for a week, no one missed this person. Hit this lady. Did she have a job? What did she call? You know, she didn't call in. The child tried to find out what was wrong. So it's a lot of different questions as to how they were there that long with no one knowing that they were there, you know, or deceased. Hi, Karen. She said it seems like they would have had some kind of staff with their status. You know what? That is true too, Karen. I totally agree. Where were the people in the neighborhood? Did they have people to come and cut the grass, or, you know, car service, you know, like anything that needs to be looked into, like, seriously. Hey, D, welcome, thank you for joining, sis. So a local security guard, and this is another thing. Okay, now they did have security. Now you mean to tell me these people had not come in and out of that area and all of that time, and they didn't think that that was weird? To eventually they got around to it. Okay, a local security guard performing a welfare check. Eventually, someone performed a welfare check. Had dialed 911 after seeing Betsy's body on the floor near a locked exterior door, and pleaded with the dispatcher to send someone immediately. Jean's body was later found in the kitchen. Now, y'all, okay, with this part here, I was a little confused because they said that the security guard found the body by an exterior door, right? But earlier, I thought that her body was in a bathroom. Now, I don't know what's going on. Okay. In the bathroom part, it said, according to New Mexico officials. Now, this is what TMZ is reporting. I want y'all to catch this. It said, according to New Mexico officials, her body was in the bathroom. But later on, it's saying that her body was uh, by an exterior door. A local security guard found it by an exterior door, a locked exterior door. Okay, I'm just saying. Why are we having two different locations for this woman's body? I don't know if that was. I mean, that's a huge typo. Okay, let me just also say this live is for educational and entertainment purposes only and is covered under the Fair Use Act. Information shared is alleged in our opinions as we react to various topics and people. Okay, I want y'all to catch that. He said the security guard allegedly found the body by a locked exterior door. New Mexico officials saying her body was on the bathroom floor. Hmm. I'm just trying to understand. Okay. Oh, D. What I was saying earlier. Hold on, y'all. Well, D, they are saying that she passed away from hantavirus condition where you can contract this. It's almost like flu-like symptoms, but it's carried through rodents like the deer mouse. And they said that she passed away possibly from that. And then they're saying he had heart disease, heart failure, and Alzheimer's. And he passed away a week after. Oh, I got to sneeze. A week after her. Um, and it could have been a heart attack. You know, they're not using the word heart attack. But I know in another article about a week ago, they said that his pacemaker uh, last activity showed on the 18th, February the 18th. So with those pacemakers, they have ways of hooking them up to this machine, and it can read all of the activity of your heart, okay, the beats and things like that. And so the last time that they saw it show something, an activity or event, was on February the 18th. But this part is confusing us right now is why were the New Mexico officials saying her body was in the bathroom, okay? But the security guard is saying that he found her body by a locked exterior door, which to me, that may have made more sense as to why he possibly would have had Alzheimer's and then called for help. Maybe his wife wasn't inside of the house. Okay, y'all, this part is a mystery. TMZ, if y'all got to go and fix this and look into this, because why is it conflicting information about this, where this wife's body was found? Was the bathroom or the locked exterior door? Okay, that part is a little fishy. Karen said, cover up something not sounding right. Hello? Because it's still not sitting well with me. I'm sorry. Even with this information. I wonder why no one checked on them given their ages. That's what we were saying, Catherine. I don't understand that. Like, I mean, in all of that time, no one thought to call for help or see, I haven't talked to this person in a while. Like, let me make sure all is well. You know what I'm saying? I really can't believe that he was in the house a whole week with a dead body. Exactly. Which is why I was saying it probably would have made more sense if her body was in a locked exterior door. Maybe he didn't see her. You know what I'm saying? Now, with Alzheimer's, still, okay, let's think about this. If her body was in the bathroom, would he have known to call 911, even with Alzheimer's? You know what I'm saying? He could have been possibly confused, but y'all, and a deceased wife and dog, I mean, that would be traumatizing, definitely. But a whole week of him just walking around not knowing, I don't know, y'all. It still sounds fishy to me. Dee said, I never heard of that. So they think she gave it to him and he was already sick. No, no. They didn't say he passed away of that. They're saying she passed away of that. Now, this is something else which makes me think that her body could have possibly been outside is, or a locked exterior door, is maybe if this was hantavirus, which is passed on through a rodent, if her body is out there, a rodent could have come up to her and bit her or something of that sort and passed it on to her. Okay, that would make more sense. So I don't know why the Mexican officials or New Mexico officials are saying it was in the bathroom. That part is a little confusing. But yes, and so the security guard is saying that he did a welfare check and he dialed 911 after seeing Betsy's body on the floor near a locked exterior door and pleaded with the dispatcher to send someone immediately. Jean's body was later found in the kitchen. Okay, now let me play this call for y'all, this 911 call. And even with this call, I want y'all to really pay attention to some things that he says, okay?
My name is the caretaker for Santa Beach Summit. I'm here about past 10,000 waves. I think we just found one deceased person inside a house. What's the address here? There's no address. There's no address. I'm going to wait for you at the gate. I'm going to wait for you to please send somebody really quick.
Okay, what's going to be the address?
It's going to be down at the gatehouse. I'll meet you over there. I'll meet them over there. I'm the caretaker for the subdivision. I'm going to bring them up here.
Okay, give me 1 second. Let me check with the paramedics.
Thank you.
Give me 1 second.
Damn.
Are you with the patient now?
Yeah, I'm over at their property. There's no address here. So I have to meet the ambulance or the police, whoever, down at the gatehouse. I'll bring them up here.
Okay. How old is the patient?
I have no idea.
You don't know? Okay, that's fine. Is the patient a male or a female?
A female and a male, probably. I don't know, sir. Just send somebody up here real quick.
Okay.
Okay, I'm confused. I hate to bring more confusion to this, but it's some stuff that is getting my attention. Okay, so he says he's the local security guard. He doesn't know the address to where they are. He said possibly a male and a female. If you're secure, I'm thinking that you would know this couple, kind of know where they live. I know when we are calling for help, we do forget sometimes because you get nervous. It's an emergency. You just like, hey, can y'all just come? Because they can track where you're calling from, right? And so Jay said, I believe the story after it was revealed is not impossible to cure the way it was announced. A person with Alzheimer's is not living in reality. Okay, good. Okay. Thank you for that, Jay. Good morning, Danita. Welcome. So that part I was a little confused with as well. Okay.
Are they awake?
I have no idea.
Are they breathing?
I have no idea. I'm not inside the house. It's closed. It's locked.
Okay. Yeah, am I missing something? He said that he doesn't know if they're breathing. Who are you looking at? Like, you don't know if they're breathing. Who are you looking at? You're not by the person to see if it's male, female, if they're breathing. I'm just so confused with this call. Like, this is not helping the situation either. Because he's saying he has no idea. No, if you came up on someone, you're looking at them. You can look down or see if their chest is going up or down. You can hear if they're breathing. And so that part is confusing too. Okay, you're saying it's locked. So that would have explained why you couldn't get to the man. But if there's a woman there, you should have been clearly able to say it's a woman. She's right here, and it doesn't appear as though she's breathing. I don't know, y'all. Y'all just let me know y'all's thoughts. Maybe I'm thinking too deep.
I can't go in. but I see them. She's laying down on a floor from the window.
Do they appear to be awake or alert?
No, 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 no. It's not.
Okay. Are they moving at all?
No, dude, they're not moving. Just send somebody out here really quick.
Okay, my units are underway, okay?
I'm sorry?
My units are underway right now. And
Okay, I'll meet them down at the gatehouse because they might not have a code.
you don't have like the actual address of the house of where this person lives?
I have no idea. There's no address. There's a reason why for that. If you can get P around, please.
Hmm. What are y'all's thoughts about that part? Oh my goodness. Yes, Jay. That's what I'm saying. The call didn't make it easier for me to understand. Even as the 911 operator, I think he was even a little confused because you're saying you're security, you don't know the address to the house. What do you mean there's a reason for that? Okay, so how do these people get their mail and pay, their bills and things? There has to be some type of address there. And then you're saying that you don't know and it's locked, but at the same time, you found the body by a locked exterior door. It's really still confusing. It really is. This made it to me a little more concerning. And so law enforcement authorities called their death suspicious, noting in an application for a search warrant that there was an open prescription bottle with pills scattered near Betsy's body, and the dog was found close by. Okay, so there are these pills that were scattered out. I don't know if somebody was about to take the pills. The bottle fell. When she fell, it came open. Like, I'm about details. Okay, so why was the bottle laying open like that? Now, during this subsequent search, officials retrieved thyroid medication, Tylenol, and it's another medicine. I think it's called dilitazim. I might be mispronouncing it, but it's a calcium blocker used to treat high blood pressure and other related heart issues. So they also took the medical records and two cell phones. So that medicine could have been for her husband because he allegedly had high blood pressure. And then they took two cell phones, and then they took medical records. So I don't know, that sparked my interest too. Like, people just have their medical records just laying around at home. That's just another question and wondering that I have as well. Hey Terry, welcome. Thank you so much for joining today, and thank you for that. I did say it earlier. Thank you so much. So then, officials said last week the couple had been dead for days, possibly weeks, and said there was no evidence of this gas leak on the premises. Hackman was 95 and his wife, Arakawa, was 65. So, y'all, I still think more will come out with this. High Life of Maryland, they must have housekeepers and home health aide or nurse. You were right there with me. I really thought that they would have had some of that. Y'all, this still adds so much suspicion. I think more will come out. I don't know if they think this is gonna shut everyone up once we got this information, but it's even more confusing, to be honest. So hopefully more info will be revealed because it's still confusing. Even after the 911 call, he didn't know if it was a male. Who are you looking at? He didn't know if it was a male or female. He's the security guard, doesn't know that, or wouldn't reveal an address. One minute we're saying her body was on the bathroom floor. Next minute is by a locked exterior door. I mean, it is still all over the place. Then y'all are saying by her body, it's some medication spread out. Did the dog get access to it? The dog was in a crate. It is still a lot of things that are still so confusing. So, of course, it's rest in peace to Gene Hackman, his wife, Arakawa, and their dog. But I really hope that we get to the bottom, or even his family and friends. I wonder, are they okay with this information? And then for them to pull say that they got the medical records from the house. I don't just have medical records laying around. Now people can come up and if you see some people have medicine, they can look up the medicines to see why they're taking certain medicines. But I mean, maybe some people have their medical records just laying around. I don't know. I that part was also confusing too. You know, and the gentleman that checked on them, how often did he check on them prior to the death, and how did the dog die and the others live? Well, earlier in life with Merlin, I was stating that in this article they said that that dog had had a procedure at a veterinarian clinic, and that particular dog was in a crate. And I don't know if when they passed away, or maybe the dog had a complication uh, from the surgery. So they're doing a necropsy. I guess that's what they do on dogs to see why they pass away. They're still doing that report on the dog to see what happened to the dog. I don't know. It's still a mystery. Some stuff is still a mystery with this. I have never heard of this happening. Not to say that it can't happen, but to me, it's still not really clear. Okay. We still got to get where the bodies were found on one accord. Okay. Where was her body found? Was it in the bathroom, or was it by a locked exterior door? How did she contract hantavirus? Or is that the name? Let me see. Hantavirus. How did she contract this hantavirus pulmonary syndrome when it's passed on by mainly rodents, and specifically like deer mouse? How did she get that? Okay. Because if her body was like kind of outside, I could see that, but I would hope they don't have just deer mouse walking through their house. Uh, yes, being at his age is very common to have medical records in the house, which led me to believe he must have had a visiting nurse stop by once or twice a month. This is fishy, foul play. I'm telling you, Life of Merlin, I feel the same way. I really do. I don't have like a piece about this. And it's just me. I'm not trying to create extra confusion. I'm just being honest about my opinion. I don't have a piece about the way that this happened, or details surrounding this that's even coming out. Okay. It's just something that's just off. Jay said the wife couldn't have been under medical care for her illness because it said it was a deadly virus. Exactly. How long has she had that? Okay. How long has she had that? Had she gone to the doctor? Does she know about it? Those are questions too that they'll probably have to get more into. It was maintenance workers that saw them through a window. Right. Right. Yep. So I guess, well, it's the security guard. I guess, and they said the security guard was doing a welfare check. So who called the security guard? Did somebody eventually say, "Oh, I can't get in touch with them. Let me call security and see if they can go and check on them." After what, a week and something? Okay, that there, and even with security, you would think like, how? These are just questions, y'all, that I'm just thinking. As security, how many houses does he secure? Is it in a community? So usually, like with certain houses, the security guards become aware of um, the people that in those homes, right? So if you have a community, they're usually, if you go on vacation, they usually tell people, hey, we're going to be on vacation for a week. Keep an eye out on our home and stuff like that. Or, so by them not coming in and out of the gate, did it not strike after a week, at least one of the weeks, you know what, we haven't seen such and such them in a minute, you know. And so what prompted him to eventually go there and do a welfare check? Then he's saying that he could see kind of through a window, but he couldn't tell if it was a male or a female. Let me play this one more time. Okay, it's a short the short video. Audio, and I want y'all to listen to what he's saying. I'm gonna play it for those of you who are just coming in.
Hello, my name is the caretaker for Santa Fe Summit. I'm here past 10,000 waves. I think we just found one deceased person inside a house. What's the address here? There's no address. There's no address. I'm going to wait for you at the gate. I'm going to wait for you to please send somebody really quick.
Okay, what's going to be the address?
It's going to be down at the gatehouse. I'll meet you over there. I'll meet them over there. I'm the caretaker for the subdivision. I'm going to bring them up here.
Okay, give me 1 second. Let me speak with the paramedic.
Thank you.
Give me 1 second.
Damn.
Are you with the patient now?
Yeah, I'm over at their property. There's no address here. So I have to meet the ambulance or the police, whoever, down at the gatehouse. I'll bring them up here.
Okay. How old is the patient?
I have no idea.
You don't know? Okay, that's fine. Is the patient a male or a female?
A female and a male, probably. I don't know, sir. Just send somebody up here real quick.
Okay. Are they awake?
I have no idea.
Are they breathing?
I have no idea. I'm not inside the house. It's closed. It's locked. I can't go in. But I see them. She's laying down on a floor from the window.
Do they appear to be awake or alert?
No. It's not.
Okay. Are they moving at all?
No, dude. They're not moving. Just send somebody up here really quick.
Okay, my units are underway, okay?
I'm sorry?
My units are underway right now. And
Okay, I'll meet them down at the gatehouse because they might not have a code.
you don't have like the actual address of the house of where this person lives?
I have no idea. There's no address. There's a reason why for that.
Yes, so he says the caretaker for the properties, and my thing is in the article it said local security guard. So y'all, I need the TMZ. Y'all, man, please go and do some further investigation with me because I mean it's a lot of missing details and things that are causing more confusion surrounding this. Good morning, Rebecca. Thank you for joining. Okay, and yes, Jay, I caught that. Okay, but he's directing them towards the gatehouse, the little, when you come into a property. He said they don't have a specific address. And then were these people, did they have open window setting? I guess maybe no curtains because he's like talking like he could see into their house. Okay. But yes, y'all, there are still questions surrounding this these two people's deaths. Somebody wants their inheritance money. Okay, I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true, but I don't put anything past anyone these days. Okay, hello. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, so I will definitely keep y'all posted on that. It's so confusing and probably will never get the right answers. You know what, Jay? That's the sad part of it. Just like when Twitch had passed away, and they were saying that it was from unaliving himself. Good morning, Southern Beach Charm. Yes, early birds. Okay. Um, when they said that he had unalived himself, it brought about in the way it happened, oh, he left his car and things like this. He was at a hotel and all of this. And it brought about questions too. In a lot of the articles and videos, when that first came out, people were putting in the comments that they felt something was off, and now look, lo and behold, all this stuff going on with his former wife and all this, things that are coming out. So I hope more information is revealed, especially after they got supposedly these medical records and cell phones. But like Jay said, it would not surprise me if this is the last of what we hear about this. Because technically they can say, well, we told everyone the cause of death. Hopefully they'll move on. That's the sad part. Will we really know what happened? Um, it's just really suspicious circumstances surrounding this couple's death and dog. So I know one thing we'll probably hear more about is the dog. What really happened to the dog? Because right now that report is still pending. So we'll probably hear more about that at a later date, and maybe more details will come out. But this here is still so confusing. Yeah, really confusing. But rest in peace to this couple, because I know it's hard. Prayers to their family and friends. I know that that is hard, especially deaths like this. You don't know what happened, or you just have like these vague details, and that can it's so unexpected too. Catherine said, "I don't believe that Twitch unalived himself. I believe his wife knows about it. After all, she made the family sign excuse me, NDAs to attend his funeral." Right. Yes, I agree. I believe there's more to that story um, that we'll probably never know. It is sad to say we'll probably never know, even with that as well, unless she just confesses one day. Okay. And y'all gonna have to go back and watch my video that I did about that, because it was a deeper connection to this cult, um, like a church cult that they were a part of. Now, the guy who is the pastor of that cult actually has a trial coming up this year in May. Okay. So I say, no way. Now, notice her book came out recently. When was it? January or the end of December? And I said, is it possible that there? Now, I'm not trying to create these conspiracy theories. Okay. Is it possible that anything could come out in that trial regarding his death? But she has interceded that with this book, trying to make it look like this man had been on some type of drugs. Because this book came out of nowhere. If you think about it, it came out of nowhere. She had plenty of time, okay, to write that book and put it out. But the coincidence is the timing of when it was released, and this pastor, this man that's over this. I think I still have. And y'all, they actually did a documentary on Netflix about. It's called the 7M TikTok cult, and it was alleged that um, Twitch and his wife was a part of this. Okay, y'all, it's deep. Okay, y'all gonna have to go back and watch that live, because I think it was more moving pieces. I even talked about what now I know, I don't really believe in all that psychic stuff and things like that. But in this particular instance with Sloan Bella, okay, she had an interaction with Twitch. It's like that with the Goldberg stuff off the Ghost movie. What Twitch was telling her, and she was even um, reenacting, like saying how it had happened, some things that had happened, which would have made more sense than what we were told. Okay, so it gets deep. It's so sad. Catherine said, "I don't believe that Angie Stone died the way that they said that she died. The 7 or 8 people who were with her in the van had signed NDAs at the hospital, and they all have the same lawyer." Really? I didn't know about the NDA. Oh my goodness. Now that's weird too. All of these people, and she was the only one that passed away. Wow. I never knew that they signed NDAs. Allegedly. I'm going to go ahead and say allegedly too. Oh my gosh. And they have a lawyer. Why do they need a lawyer, Catherine? Oh my gosh. OB in the court of law is facts, not opinions. On what part, sis? Have a good weekend, everyone. I'm up early this morning because I have my granddaughter and she's ready to go to the soccer game. It's going to be a long weekend. Okay, Jay, I totally understand. Have fun. Okay. Oh my goodness, I haven't gotten to that level yet with my kids where they ready to go to these games. Got to go to cheerleading practice, all these different games on Saturday mornings. So I get it. Okay. Yes, the NDA at the funeral speaks volumes. Right. It doesn't matter who it may be. She can go to jail if found evidence to prove facts. Southern B, I'm trying to think what conversation you on because we were talking about multiple things. Who is she? Yes, have a good weekend. Angie Stone's in a car crash. Yeah, and I'm not saying that she wasn't, but I guess now why do people have to sign NDAs and we get lawyers? What is that about? I guess just that part. Like, what is that about? My cousin passed away in a car crash and everyone else survived. Yeah, and I'm just no, I didn't say that it's not possible. Yeah, let me clarify that. I'm not saying that that's not possible because when it's just not your time, it's not your time. I'm saying I just stated that as a fact that yeah, she was the only one that survived. I guess my wondering is why everybody's signing NDAs at the hospital, and why are we lawyering up? Okay, are they? What's going on with that? I don't know. I just was caught off guard with that. You were talking about Twitch. Yes, with Twitch. Thankfully, mine is on spring break and no Saturday tutoring. Okay. Oh, so y'all are already on spring break. Okay. Ours is the week after next week. Open book, I'm keeping up with Andrew Stone's story with another content creator, and he had two of the men that was in the sprinter with Angie Stone on his live. Really? Wow. I bet that was traumatic though. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to check that out. I know that that was traumatic to be a part of that and then to know that it could have been you, and then having to witness her pass away like that. I think that that they're all signing NDAs says that there is a cover up. So okay, Catherine. So okay, playing devil's advocate. Well, what would have happened if their car had flipped over? There's an 18 wheeler. There are people out there that saw this accident. Like I don't know. How would that have been a cover up? I guess I'm just playing devil's advocate on that part. I get what you're saying though. I hope it's nothing like that. Well, hey, after y'all, I don't put. Let me just say this. I don't put nothing past anybody. Y'all know we already saw the five heartbeats. Okay. Now, though that was it wasn't. It was a fictional story. Y'all know when I forgot their the manager's name right now is I can't think of it. But when he told Big Red that he was going to if he didn't do whatever he wanted him to do, he's gonna go and tell about his cricket stuff that he was doing. Baby, that man was getting them phone calls back to back. He said he told his wife he was going to the studio. Next thing you know, he walking out to his car and he was just standing there thinking this big truck comes out of nowhere and hits that man and he ended up passing away. Things can be set up. Okay, now y'all know just what a couple of months prior to that, this lady is all online talking about her money with a big time company that she has not been getting her royalties. She's about to fight this, all of this. And then lo and behold, she's in this accident where everyone survives but her. Not to say I don't do a lot of conspiracy theories either, because when it's your time, it's your time. It just has a certain look. You know what I'm saying? That's why people are still suspicious, even with this Gene Hackman situation. People can kind of have we have little antenna when things just not quite right. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, I get it. You asked about my comment. It doesn't matter what the wife says. If the court of law finds evidence, she can be charged. Oh, got you. Okay. Yes, I agree. To be honest, they didn't sound sad at Open Book, and about Angie Stone's passing away. Oh, they didn't sound sad. Oh wow. Hi, Suez. Welcome. Thank you for joining. When a celebrity passes away, it's always a conspiracy. Not always, sis. Now, come on now. Not always. How many? Look at how many celebrities just passed away. Even the guy from Tony just passed away. We not up here talking about, oh y'all, I bet you. No, it's certain things that lead up to these deaths, surrounding these deaths, the details of it, that causes people to wonder. Because, y'all, it's been a lot of people passing away recently, okay? A lot of people, back to back to back. I'm telling you. She said, y'all will be. No, not me. And y'all know I don't even come with no conspiracy theories. It's only when certain things don't add up to me, okay? Hold on, y'all. Okay. The lawyer is Hollywood judge Rhonda Willis. She once had a TV show. Yeah, that name sounds familiar. Why is the judge now representing those people? Wait a second. Now, Catherine, you done opened up a whole, Catherine done opened up a whole can of worms. Wait a second. That lady did have a show, a TV show. She represented them for what though, Catherine? I'm confused. They were in an accident. So please clarify. You got me wondering. Attorneys usually go from being an attorney to a judge. Yes. Something happened to Twitch though. It'll come out eventually. Oh yeah, eventually. I think some stuff gonna come out. This wife, see, she's under a lot of scrutiny right now, and people are watching her. Okay, they upset, and his family trying to sue her about the stuff she put in that book about him. His mom, she and the brother, they did an interview, and they're trying to sue her for the details in that book. Like, girl, you put stuff in there that had nothing to do with his death. When they found him, there was no drugs or alcohol in his system. So even if that were to be true, what was the point of putting that in there? Okay, it had nothing to do with anything. And you just now talking about that, you should have brought that up back when he had allegedly unalived himself. Okay, so yeah, miss us kind of with some of this because it just, I don't know, that lady, something off with her, in my opinion. Okay, now y'all, let's go to this next topic. Okay, now y'all know Dr. Umar. Like, that's what I'm saying. If the court starts finding evidence, then the case can be open. Yes, it can. I agree. Well, look at Diddy's case. Kim P and Uncle Ron died of pneumonia before they got ready to expose them. Hello. Okay. And it's still some stuff that came out of, surrounding her death. Okay. And they all had the same coroner too. In some of these cases with Whitney Houston, Kim Porter, what in the world? How y'all all got the same coroner? See, those are the types of things that make people wonder. You know what I'm saying? Then they had the same. Yeah, okay, you just said, look, I just clicked on your comment. We were saying the same thing. It happens years later for others. Yes. Yeah, you know what? We were both saying it at the same time. And I looked down and you had said it too. Yes, see, things like that, that stands out. Those types of things will stand out to people. We don't forget, okay? We do not forget. That stuff will eat you up. And so, and I was even, what's ironic though, y'all, now that I mentioned Whitney Houston, I don't know why me and my husband, we were talking about that yesterday. I don't even know what brought that conversation up. Because we were talking about the fact that I never knew that Whitney Houston was almost unalived with water, okay, the day before she was actually found unalived. Y'all remember the interview that Clive Davis and Brandy were having, and Whitney walked up there and her hair looked wet? Baby, she just popped out of nowhere. And even Clive and Brandy looking at her like, girl, what's going on? And she had a daughter. She's like, come on over here. Come over here. Come get goddad. I love Whitney. She told Bobby Christina to go give a goddamn. So then, hey, that one, good morning, welcome. Good morning back to me. Thank y'all for joining. So then, y'all, she walked over to Brandy and handed Brandy a note. Brandy opened the note and her eyes kind of, you know how like you open a note, you like, ooh. And she quickly closed the note and smiled and played it off. We to this day don't know what was on that note. Okay, Southern B, you haven't seen it? Uh-oh. Let me see if I can find it right quick. Because I know I did a live about this one day, and I was like, man, I never knew about that. Let's see, or I had never seen that, I should say. Um, Dog, I don't know if I quickly have it, but it was so out of the blue and random, and you could tell because it was right before they were about to do have all the festivities because she passed away the next day, and they found her, and guess who found her? Brandy. I never knew was the one that found her in the tub. Ray J was also with Whitney during that time too. So it's a lot of details throughout the years that I didn't know or that weren't just put out there. You know, then you got Ray J creeping out the back door. Sir, why you not up front with everybody else? Baby, he was hiding, they was covering him up. He going all outside. I say, now why Ray J sneaking out the back door? No, sir, go through the front. Then you got Diddy, Ray J doing a press conference about witness death. Okay, now what in the world? Hi, Brandy, welcome. Thank you for joining. Okay, I think I did, Catherine. Which one? Let's see. I see that one. I read that one. And I read that one. Did you write something else? Because sometimes, because I'm on StreamYard, sometimes if you write some things that YouTube can't pick up and I don't have a mod in here to approve it, I wouldn't see it on StreamYard. But those are the last two comments I saw. Dang, I can't find it right now, Southern Detroit. Because girl, I wanted to show you when Whitney walked up out of nowhere. They looked, they were like, wait, is this it? Oh, sis, I found it. Oh, I found it. Okay, hold on. Let me share my screen. Okay, so for y'all that have not seen this clip, this is Whitney. Now, Clive Davis and Brandy are doing an interview. This was right before her death. She walks up to them, y'all. It's a short clip. Let me pull this up. Okay. It passes Brandy a note. Oh, I'm telling y'all.
The last time I saw Whitney was
Ooh, baby, Brandon, what do you know? Brandon said she would never reveal what was on that note. Crack his Whitney said, don't do her like that. Yeah, girl, even during that, that's when she probably had started back. Yep. Open book, please join me tonight. Okay, for more on the intro. Yes, okay. Thank you for that. It is called Paperwork Party TV. Is that the name of the channel, sis? Because I do want to keep up with that myself. Paperwork Party TV. Okay. At 8:30. Is that Eastern or Central? It's probably Eastern. Not a nut job. I never heard of that channel. You said, oh my gosh. Okay, so I definitely will. Paperwork Party. All right. Remember that about Whitney Houston? She gave the note to Brandy. Yes, girl. That's why I was like, baby, what was on the note? Brandy said she would never tell what was on that note. I really want to know. I really want to know. Mm-mm-mm. Hey, Boo said there was something up. She shouldn't have gave that to her there. Clive looked right at her. Yes. And remember they said allegedly her and Clive was getting into it about her royalties and things. See, that's what I'm saying. We're not trying to be conspiracy theorists, you know. However, there are some things that are common denominators in some of these deaths. And they said Bobby Christina was around her mom and kind of knew some stuff was going on between them. Okay. She said, go at your own risk. Okay. So they were having conversations about her stuff too. Okay. Michael Jackson was having conversations around his stuff too. Prince was having conversations around his stuff too. Angie Stone was having conversations around his stuff too. Okay. Come on now. Is it all a coincidence? I'm just saying. I wonder what was on that note too. Right, we know. Good morning, Mary. Thank you for joining. And he had the men on the van. Yeah, I'm gonna go look at that live. I want to hear what those men on that van said. I do want to hear that. Okay. All right, y'all. So we're gonna shift gears, okay, and go into this next conversation. Oh my goodness. Now, I know a lot of us have probably heard of Dr. Umar Jackson, and it is alleged that his daughter is now coming out. He's at the center of this family dispute after this young lady claiming to be his daughter took to social media to air her grievances about his alleged parenting. Now, this young lady, her name is Lisa, and she had recently posted on IG alleging that Umar had been absent from her life, failing to attend significant milestones like her birthdays and graduations. And right now, she is 22. So in her post, she said, I'm 22 years old now. My dad has never been to anything important, no graduation, no birthday parties, nothing. He has not been in my life, she claimed. Again, I'm not making this video to bash him. I am making this video to state facts. Now, her main concern, she said, was not to reconcile with Dr. Umar, okay? But it was to find another alleged sibling who she says is also the daughter of Umar Johnson. She claimed that when she inquired about her sibling, he refused to provide any information. That part, that part just kind of took me aback. Why you wanted to know who her siblings are? Oh yeah, Umar has multiple children he doesn't take care of. Okay. Dr. Umar said we're in his business. Hey, when people put their business out here, that's why we in it. Okay, we're not just going, oh, let me find out. Let me go into Dr. Umar Johnson's business. Let me see. Let's see what we can find. Oh, he has a daughter. Oh, let's pull her out here. Let's get her to talk and tell us all of the gossip. Oh, I've never laughed so much watching this man speak, straight up deflected in a deadbeat. Life with Merlin, I like you. Okay. Oh my goodness. Welcome to the open book. Okay. You get me tickled too. Some of y'all, I love when people are just, y'all come with it, okay, and just say what y'all want to say. I love it. I love it. Okay, so then y'all, he took, you know, he got to sound all deep. So after this post, he went and he said, now he deleted the post. I don't know why people put up posts and then they delete the post. No, leave it up. We want to see it. Everybody get a chance to see it before you took it down. Okay. Oh, he said, good Garvey day. We got to be so deep with everything. Good Garvey day. As I don't live in the prison of other people's opinion, I'm sorry, I'm gonna try to read this with seriousness, okay? Because it's just the sometimes some of these people are trying to go so deep with everything, just like the school that hasn't opened in 30 years. But we're at the donations money bag, Umar. Okay. Hello. All right. So let me get it together. Good Garvey Day, as I don't live in the prison of other people's opinions, I have no interest in discussing nor explaining my private life with any of you, as my 15 years as the most relevant and requested scholar, orator, activist, pan Africanist in the world has made it clear to me that the Negro public is only interested in laughs at the expense of other people's misery. Neither the kunocracy, not the utopian struggle streamer community, could less about the truth of this situation. What you call us? You say we the utopian struggle streamer community. I know he did. Did he just call us a utopian struggle streamer community? Dr. Umar, we're not struggling over here. Okay. No, you did not call us the YouTubian struggle streamer community. Plus, always coming up with his own English words like that. Okay, because I've never heard of YouTubian. Okay, yes, he said he's a scholar, orator. He's highly requested. I don't know why we need to know all this. Sir, get to the post. Okay, with your daughter saying she want to find her sister. You done went all the way around it so far in the first paragraph. Okay. With that being said, look, now he's trying to bring it there. Okay. This is why he said we struggling over here. With that being said, now he said, please ask that little girl, she's 22, okay, to stand on business, not stand on business, by asking her mother to join in on a three-way conversation about why her father hasn't been present in her life. I have no problem with this conversation being public, but her mother must be present for that conversation. She needs to keep that same energy. When people say keep that same energy, okay, and bring her mother to the table. I am sure the truth will be revealed in all three of us if all three of us are present together. I have absolutely nothing to hide, and I still have all of my family court paperwork in case any lies are told. Trying to use your father's name to build your struggle streamer career. There he is calling us struggle streamers again. Is so not cool. Hashtag no more lies. Hashtag tell the whole truth. Hashtag Prince of Pan Africanism. Hashtag most requested scholar. We don't care if you're most requested, and is that a fact or an opinion survey? Anyways. Uh okay, she said, I'm telling you, he's a fool. Girl, okay, he done had us read two whole paragraphs and still ain't said nothing. Dr. Omar, okay, come better than that. Okay, I don't understand. Can you please explain it again? Hey, Kathleen, welcome. Okay, so Kathleen, with this story, um, this is 22-year-old Nisa, and she is the daughter of Dr. Umar Johnson. Now, she pretty much said that he has not been a part of her life as far as coming to milestones, graduations, birthdays, things like that. But she said she's not coming out to really reconcile with him, but she's trying to find her sister, that he has an alleged other child that she's trying to find. He will not allegedly give her any information about that sister. Catherine said here in Philadelphia, we don't believe Dr. Umar. Okay. Michael, close that. What are you doing? Okay. Uh, Catherine having took life said just blah blah blah. If he wanted to, he would. Right. He's wrong in this situation, no way around it. He's given narcissistic behavior. Exactly. I can agree with that. Yes. Good morning, Felicia. Welcome. Thank you for joining. I can agree with that. Meanwhile, Nisa continues to update her followers on her search for her alleged half sister. Now, in another TikTok, she said that she had successfully connected with the other daughter's mother, okay, and will be contacting her. She said that I just got off the phone with Dr. Umar's other daughter's mother. She just told me that her daughter told me that that's her daughter. So yes, y'all, I'm just going to talk to her and call her when she gets out of school. And so she's gonna, I guess, speak with the other daughter. Now, let's talk about this. A lot of men that pay child support, because he says he has paperwork, and that he's been paying child support since she came out of the womb, feel that if they're doing that part, that's the basic standard. That I'm not a deadbeat. I've been paying child support. Is that all it takes? Y'all tell me. Is that all it takes? Should he also be there as a presence? Okay. And I even talked about this in my book, because I'm transparent on this. My mom was young when she got pregnant. Okay, she was 19 when she got pregnant with me. She had dropped out of school, eighth grade education, and because she had epilepsy, and she got behind in school. So then it was like, once you get behind, you were in certain classes and just wasn't taking it seriously. So she dropped out. When she dropped out, I told her, I said, "You are being fast, okay?" And she got pregnant with me. Now, my biological dad, from the time that I was born, bought whatever I needed. Okay, she would give my grandfather, he would give my grandfather money to go to the wholesale shops and buy cases and cases of diapers and milk and all of that. My mom still worked though. My mom was a hard worker. She was a single mom for 7 years of my life. Okay, she was a very hard worker. Anything I wanted, y'all. I was the only grandchild for 3 years. I mean, for 7 years. No, three. My cousin is 3 years younger. I mean, yeah, three. I was the only child for seven. And when I tell y'all, they spoil me. Okay. I got whatever I wanted, right? My dad took care of me financially. However, I never had the close relationship with my father. My father didn't come to birthday parties, graduations, things of that sort. Whereas my mother was at everything, even with health situations sometimes. My mom still pushed herself and still showed up. Sad to say, my dad did not even come to my wedding. He did not come to my wedding. He was able, he did not attend. So as a girl, I feel her on that. You can give and pay and provide for a child, but it takes more than that. Moms usually push and fill in the gaps. They try to fill in the gaps as much as possible. Okay. Now I do have a stepfather that baby took that, he can't take his place as my biological, but was definitely there. And at my wedding, walking down the aisle, has been a father to me. So I have two double, okay, biological still alive, and my stepfather. Hold on one second. Yeah. And so I get it, what she's saying, but I don't, the way he's taking it, And what she actually saying, she's trying to find her other sister, two different things. You saying it like she's saying you're deadbeat. She just put out there the facts. You weren't there for those things. So if you taking that on as you being a deadbeat, that's on you. Okay, but I just feel that it takes more than money to be a father in a child's life. We remember those instances. Who's there for us? Who shows up? And that's whether it's a mother or a father. Because you have some, hey, y'all, you have some sorry mothers out there too. I'm just being real talk right now. That's not there for their own children. Okay. And you have fathers that are trying to step up and really do what it takes. So we can't always say it's a deadbeat dad. Sometimes it could be a deadbeat mom. Okay, that's the reality of it, and that's really sad because you have given birth to that child. Terry said, and no matter how much truth Umar tried to put in the forefront, which was already presented by others, he'll never get a cosign from me, right, Terry? Okay, no, presence is required. Exactly. That seems typical. That's why we have child support, right? Fathers typically ghost the woman and his children. Yeah. My girls call me daddy mama. Wow, Kathleen. Wow. So yeah, I mean, I think her very presence was a reminder of his lack. Okay. She didn't say anything. Right here, it says, I want to find my sister. Okay. I don't see anything about him being a deadbeat. And she said, I want to find my sister on my dad's side. If you see this, please reach out to me. Thank you. Where does this say my dad is deadbeat? I'm trying to understand that. Just because she says you weren't at those things, you made that conclusion and you coming on the defensive. Now, yes, if there needs to be a conversation or if the mom will not allow you to, this young lady's 22, what's stopping you now? Okay. Who's to say what went on in the background? But I'm pretty sure if you were paying child support, usually with the child support statement, y'all also come up with visitation as well, sir. So what did the visitation say? And if you were paying child support, it's your right to say, hey, she's not letting me see my daughter. We got to do something about this. Okay. We don't just sit back and let someone not let you see your child. There has to be some level of accountability. What did you do to go and see your child? Okay. Who was stopping you from coming to a birthday party or a graduation? So you have to deal with that within yourself. I don't care how many big words you put out there. Okay. I don't care how much money you pay in child support. Yes, that helps a child, but some of the child support money, if they're staying with the mom, okay, that money, that's a little chunk of money that is helping that child. Because you got to think, you got to pay rent, you got to pay lights, you got to pay electricity. That child is there. So they still got to take care of the whole child and what they're doing. You're paying just a portion. Enough money probably to go get your hair done, get a few clothes. Okay. Can't even feed you for a whole month on some of the child support that some men are paying. And kudos to the men that do pay the child support. I'm not taking anything away from that. But it also is more to that child. Y'all, I work with some boys that are predominantly from single mom households. Moms are trying to do it on their own. Okay. And sometimes the behaviors that we see from some of these children could be improved with just the presence of a dad. You will be surprised that if you have a male, a father come and put his arms around a son, look him in his eye and say, I am proud of you. You can do it. Do you know how the trajectory of that child's life will go? Just from his very presence. And that's what I don't understand. How do you have a child and you don't even want to see that child. You don't want to hug them. You don't want to go smile at them, see their little face. Like that is crazy to me. That's a whole part of you. And so regardless of if she didn't call you this deadbeat, but because she's expressing your lack, you're taking it like that. That's also her way of communicating. It would be nice to have had my father at these things. Is it possible, instead of you getting on the defensive, for you to now step up and try to build and develop a relationship with your child? It's never too late. Sometimes you may have to kick it off and start a little slower. Hey, do you mind we go to the local restaurant? Let's meet up. Let's go there. Ask her how she's doing. Show her that you want to make some effort on building this relationship. Is it possible that you don't want her to know about the other sibling? Are you doing more with that sibling than you did with her and you don't want her to find out? Like, that's something to think about too. She obviously wants to bond and meet her other siblings. What's wrong with that? So these are things to think about with children. I work with children. I have children. I'm a product of a single mom, okay, and have gone through similar situations. But God is so faithful. And I thank God for my stepdad, really, really being there, providing for our family. We had a tight knit family. Um, and now that my mom has passed away, kind of not as, I'm not gonna say not as close, but my mom was like that central little part of everything. So we just have to make the extra effort to really connect and excuse me, things of that sort. But I hope that they can work this out. Um, the ghost still lurks even in death. Okay. Amen. Yeah, I hope they can work this out. I hope she does find that that's her sister and she can talk to her. Because yeah, I think that even makes a good connection between siblings. They're both, because we don't know what his relationship is with the other daughter. But they may have that as a common factor. Who knows? Who knows? But he can't automatically get on to me on the defensive because she's not a baby anymore. Now that's different. You got a little baby and you're like, man, I'm trying to go to court to see my child and they won't let me. Well, what's the excuse when they're grown? Sir, quit using these big words to go and build a relationship with your daughter. I mean, and quit calling us YouTubians, struggling streamers. Yeah, that was funny to me. No, he did not. And he's thinking that she's trying to build her TikTok, YouTube, social media off of his name. Sir, that's you thinking that. Okay? We still don't know too much about this young lady. But you giving up a lot of information that she did. Is it your conscience? Yeah, let's have a round table. You want to talk about that? This is a good topic to talk about. And put yourself center table, the center of the table, the red table talk. Okay, let's get this going. Build a relationship with your child. Life is short. Okay, it's short. Especially girls need their dads too. Just like the boys, the girls really need their fathers. You are pretty much an example of what they look for in men. Who your father is. And the boys look for similar characteristics in the women that they choose. So it's very, very critical and important to really foster and develop those relationships with your children. It's never too late. It's never too late. Even if you miss the first part, start somewhere. Because obviously, if you don't want her to think of you in that way, because hey, she stated those facts, obviously she felt that she missed out on that with you. How can you fix it? That's what you need to think about. So we'll see where that goes, y'all. I don't know. Maybe she'll give us an update if she does find her sister, um, and talk more about it. I don't know. But I just hope that he builds some type of relationship with his daughter. But y'all, that was pretty much all that I had for this morning. I knew it was going to be a busy day, so I hopped on earlier than usual. I said, look, if they wake up, they'll hop on or catch the replay. Uh, Hi, Nerly. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Happy Saturday to everyone. It looks like the rain is clearing up. It was raining a little and then it kind of stopped. It looks like it's going to be a sunny day today. But I said I'm going to get up and cook some breakfast for my family and get our day started. But I wanted to hop on and discuss those two topics and give you updates on Gene Hackman's death because that was, suspicious in itself. Um, but I thank everyone for joining today. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Also, make sure you hit the like button on your way out if you did not hit it on your way in. Also, I hope you have a great day. If you have not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit the bell because you never know when I'm going to go live. Thank you all so much for joining, and I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. Until next time, be blessed.